What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and what you guys just watched was the very first Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer gameplay to ever go live. Yes, that's right. It's very exciting. So today we got a new Advanced Warfare trailer. 99% of it was focused on the single player, and then right at the end, we got that little 5-second teaser, and they told us that the official multiplayer reveal is coming soon on August 11th. So that's very exciting. But I want to go through this thing and break it down with you guys because we actually got a lot of information out of that 5 seconds that I want to share with you guys. And it's pretty cool. So, I mean, first of all, starting off, if you guys haven't watched the trailer, make sure you check it out. Like, the single player is going to be super, super epic for this game. Basically, the premise behind it is there's a global nuclear attack. The terrorists attack 5 different nuclear plants on 5 different continents and basically send the entire world into chaos at once. And so everybody kind of turns to Atlas, which is the largest and the most powerful private military group headed by this guy right here, Jonathan Irons. And the story is kind of about him and his struggle with the power, because like he starts off as a good guy, but then, you know, with all that power, he kind of becomes a bad guy and does bad things with it and things like that. So it's pretty cool. And we saw a lot of epic stuff in the trailer, like this double-layered optic here. We saw a rappel attachment on a guy's arm. We saw this sweet jumping while shooting move. I don't know if that might be in multiplayer. There's cloaking. There's Mother Truck and Iron Man up here flying with the jets, and just a bunch of cool stuff. So if you guys are fans of the single player, Advanced Warfare single player is going to be epic. Now, moving on to this 5-second multiplayer clip, what on earth could we get out of this, Trevor? I will tell you guys. So first of all, we see the use of and the confirmation of jetpacks in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare's multiplayer. So in this first clip right here, this guy is getting chased. He launches himself up into the air and then kind of like launches himself backwards, so he ends up behind the enemy that's chasing him, and he's obviously able to take him out. That, my friends, is epic. Now, the second one is more of kind of like a side strafe thing where he just kind of goes completely laterally, completely to the left by like 5 feet or so. And this is going to be something that's used in multiplayer all the time. I guarantee it. This is going to be the new way to drop shot, the new way to jump shot, the new way to avoid bullets and, you know, make your enemies miss. Like if somebody's shooting at you, sidestep out of the way, make them miss, and then shoot them back. Or, you know, if you're running a flag, use that to quickly get around a corner or get into cover if somebody's shooting at you, you know, things like that. So, yeah, I think that's going to be very, very useful in multiplayer, and I think it's going to be the thing that really differentiates good players from bad players and even good players from great players. Like the people that can master all these abilities on this suit, you know, be able to use that lateral strafe and the jumps and all that kind of stuff very, very effectively are going to be the people that are winning gunfights all the time, even if somebody else is shooting at them first, because they can learn how to make them miss and, you know, take advantage of the situation no matter which one they're in. So that's kind of exciting. It's kind of a whole new ball game here, a whole new dynamic in the multiplayer that you're gonna have to worry about, and that's definitely something cool. Like, I can't wait to check it out. Now, finally, in the very last part of this little teaser, we get to see some first-person multiplayer gameplay, which gives us the most information out of everything. So, first and foremost, we get to see this guy way up in the middle of your screen, out in the middle of nowhere. How did he get up there? He used his jetpack. So again, that further emphasized the fact that the jetpack is gonna be a very, very important tool in your arsenal in multiplayer, and it's a completely new dynamic that we haven't seen before, and it's really going to change the way multiplayer is played. So that's pretty exciting. Now, next up, we see this tidal wave incoming in the background. So that kind of says that we are going to see some interactive maps in this game. How interactive? I'm not sure. They're going to go to ghosts where, you know, it's got movable doors and breachable points and things like that. I don't know, but at least there's going to be some interactivity in there and some, you know, changing of the maps as you play them, which is kind of cool. You know, I do like that. Now, next up, let's take a look at the HUD. So first and foremost, top left, we're going back to a very simple minimap. Back to the square layout, just kind of like a bunch of grays. You know, Ghost minimaps were really, really detailed. This one, not so much. Now, as we go down from that, we can see the kill feed is back in the bottom left. So that's kind of interesting. You know, it was in the top right in Ghost. Now it's going back down to the bottom left to where it was in the past. So that thing's moving around a bit. And then under that, you can see that it says that they're playing TDM and the score is 4-2. Nothing really to see there. Team Deathmatch is back. Woo! We didn't expect that at all. Now, as we go over to the right side, this is where things get truly, truly interesting. So on the right on the top, you can see this guy's Killstreaks. So the first one is like this bi-rotor drone looking symbol, and then next to it is the number 200, and then underneath that is some sort of like, you know, plane drone type thing that has wings, and next to that is the number 600. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm assuming that this means that score streaks are back. And you know, like the Black Ops 2 type score streak that are based off of your points that you're earning in the game, rather than, you know, like Ghosts, that was more of like either a full tick mark or a half a tick mark, depending on what you did. So yeah, that's kind of exciting. So the more, you know, objective based thing you do, the more points you're going to get, and all your score streaks are based off of points. That's what I'm assuming out of that. I could be wrong though. We'll have to wait and see. Now, next up, underneath that, or kind of to the left of that, this is really interesting as well. So there are two symbols next to your little ammo counter, and at first I just assumed that these were as lethal and tactical grenades, but then when you look at it, you can see there's like a little, you know, battery bar underneath each one of those. And I tried to zoom in to see what, you know, exactly the symbols were, but the quality isn't that great, so you can't really make out what they are. But my best guess is that these are your exo abilities. So we've heard all kinds of exo abilities in some of the single player trailers and stuff, you know, everything from the jetpacks and the side strafing and the back strafing and the jumping and things like that, to things like super strength. There's things like, I think we've heard of super speed. I think we've heard of cloaking, obviously. We've seen cloaking before. And, you know, we aren't sure which of these are making it into multiplayer, but it looks like these two things here are his two exo abilities. And it looks like those, you know, little bars underneath are kind of like the battery. So I'd assume, like, you know, if you're doing a bunch of side strafing, then your battery is going to slowly deplete until, you know, when it's all the way out, then you can't do it anymore. And, you know, are you going to be able to regenerate that in game, or is it something that, you know, once it's gone, it's gone? I don't know. I would assume you'd be able to regenerate it, kind of like you can regenerate sprint. But yeah, that's just kind of, you know, what I'm assuming this is. It looks like those are his exo abilities, and those are like the battery pack cooldown type things that are showing, you know, how much you can use them before they run out and you have to wait till they regenerate. So I don't know. That's just my guess. If you guys have any other guesses for what those could be, feel free to let me know. But yeah, there you guys have it. Like I said, like that was a 5-second clip, but we truly did learn quite a bit about the multiplayer. So anyway, hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. As more information about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare comes out, I'll be sure to let you guys know. The multiplayer reveal is coming in a couple of weeks, August 11th. That's very, very soon. I can't wait for it. And you guys know I will cover everything that we find out. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you all later. Check out what we have to his crew. Seen yet? Peace out, guys.